guys, you are welcome once again to Official Gaddafi TV, and today I bring to you massive transfer stories. Massive transfer stories. It seems Chelsea have now begun to do their business. And they have made massive improvements in the signing of 2 players and then one outgoing player. So before we go into today's stories, if you are new here, I will urge you to subscribe to Official Gaddafi TV, subscribe to this channel, and then hit the notification button so that anytime I drop a video, anytime I drop a transfer daily video, you would have access to it. And so today I'm bringing you stories on Nicolas Tagliafico of Ajax and then Benrahma of Brentford in the Championship. Benrahma plays for Brentford, and I have made a video on this player before. Very good player, very talented, and in my previous video I stated that he plays similar to Eden Hazard, nimble-footed. He can play across the front line. A very good player, and he is the player lighting up the Championship this season. He is easily the best player in the Championship. So Brentford are quoting £40 million for their prize asset. A team like Brentford, and if you are going to take their campaign away, you wouldn't get him for such a low figure. But it is likely the figure will come down due to the pandemic issues and the financial status of these football teams. So it is likely, the report is quoting that his transfer fee is likely to drop from 40 million to somewhere in the region of 30-35 million pounds. Chelsea actually made a move on him during the January transfer window, and it seems Brentford was not willing to let their player leave. Looks like Frank Lampard has braced himself up for youth players. Benrahma is only 24. He's 24, and then he came from OGC Nice to Brentford. So I think he's had some experience in top flight football before. Brentford is not actually his first club that he's playing for. He's played for OGC Nice, and then he's an Algerian international, and then he has 3 caps for the Algerian national team. This season Benrahma has 10 goals in 34 championship appearances. Yes, 10 goals and then a couple of assists. He's very good. He dictates play. Like I said, I will leave you a video up there so that you can see the kind of player I'm talking about. Very good, very talented. And then he's in the mold of Eden Hazard. I'll keep saying it. Within a year or 2, the guy will be up there. So if Chelsea are going to invest in him, my opinion is that it will be a very good business. Financially, it will make sense. Looking at the likes of Jadon Sancho, all the first choice targets Chelsea are targeting, it seems their prices are too huge. And for business-wise, I think Benrahma, he has the talent. The only fact is he's playing in the Championship, and that doesn't mean he is a bad player. We've seen players come from the Championship to the Premier League, and they are doing it. Mason Mount, Dele Alli came from there. We've seen Jordan Pickford, and then James Maddison. James Maddison came he's played less than a season now, and then he's commanding a fee in the region of £80 million. And he came from Norwich, then in the Championship. So the fact that a player is playing in the Championship doesn't mean he's a bad player or he doesn't have that quality. He has the quality. Benrahma has the quality to succeed in every club, provided he's given a good platform to showcase his talent. So Chelsea have officially contacted the player, and as things are looking now, it seems Chelsea are likely to get their man. And then if you are a Chelsea fan, you ask yourself, what about Jeremy Boga? Okay, if you don't know, Chelsea have decided against using their buyback clause, and they have rather turned it into a sell-on clause. So Boga is not coming to Chelsea. Me as a person, I would have loved to see this guy in the Chelsea shirt, looking at how he has developed at Sassuolo. But looking at how things are turning up, it seems Boga may spend next season again at Sassuolo. even though there are the likes of Lazio and Napoli chasing after his signature, but he may remain there. And the reason why he's not coming to Chelsea is that Frank Lampard hasn't been able to assure him of a starting berth. So the guy decided against coming to Chelsea. So if you want to know the reason why Chelsea didn't exercise their buyback clause on Jeremy Boga, then there you have it. Now the next player we are going to talk about is Nicolas Tagliafico of Ajax. It looks like we are going to see Tagliafico and then the Ziyech combination again at Chelsea FC. Now yesterday reports came in stating that Tagliafico's agent, it was this is a direct conversation, and I quote, he's saying that they have told Ajax that Tagliafico would love to move on. So as it stands now, per the agreement between Tagliafico and Ajax, Tagliafico is definitely moving on. And his agent went further to explain that they have been speaking to a couple of clubs, and for business sake, he cannot just mention the name of the clubs that they are talking to. But he stated that they are talking to a couple of clubs, and then in the short possible time, they are going to come up with, the team that they have selected. So Tagliafico may as well land at Chelsea. And then why am I saying he is coming to Chelsea? Two clubs who has made it public that they need a left back has been Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain. And these two clubs were chasing two quality left backs. That is Alex Telles of Porto and then Nicolas Tagliafico of Ajax. Now, as it stands now, reports are indicating that Alex Telles is closer to PSG. Had it not been this pandemic, they would have probably confirmed the deal or something like that. So it was either Telles coming to Chelsea and then Tagliafico going to PSG, or Telles going to PSG and then Tagliafico coming to Chelsea. And now that Telles is going to PSG, the road is now clear for Chelsea to get their man. And Chelsea have decided against signing Ben Chilwell. I think he is the left back who has been linked with Chelsea the most right from the beginning of the season. But Chelsea have decided against signing Ben Chilwell because of the exorbitant price that Leicester City have placed on the boy's head. We can sign a left back, Ben Chilwell, for that amount, 80 million, 60 million up. No. When we can have Tagliafico in the region of 30-35 million pounds. And Tagliafico is a more experienced player than Chilwell. Tagliafico has played in the Champions League. He's played for the Argentine national team for the last couple of seasons. So the guy, experience-wise, you can't compare Ben Chilwell to Tagliafico. And then he's very good. And his physicality also suits the Premier League. He has an eye for goal. And then good crosses. One thing that we have been lacking this season, our fullbacks have not been sending in good crosses. And then we all saw what the good crosses could do for us when Reece James came back from injury. Looking at his performances and number of crosses that he sent into the box. So if we are going to have this natural quality left back in our ranks for that amount, I think it is the wisest deal that the Chelsea board can do. It is the wisest thing the Chelsea board can do. So if you are a Chelsea fan, you can be happy because at least our transfer, we've been yearning for players, and this is the time that Chelsea have kickstarted their business. So if you are a Chelsea fan, you can put it in your head that Tagliafico is likely to come to Chelsea. The final story for today is Willian. Willian has stated in so many interviews that he can't come into an agreement with Chelsea. The reason being that he is looking for 3 years contract extension, and Chelsea are willing to give only 2 years. for players above 30. That is the policy of the club. It used to be 1 year, but for some reasons they've been able to extend it to 2 years. But it seems Willian is still not satisfied with those terms. And as it stands, he doesn't want to leave London. He doesn't want to leave London. And that has given a boost to Tottenham and Arsenal to fight for his signature. As it stands now, these are the two clubs leading the race for Willian's signature. So Willian, we may not see Willian playing for Chelsea next season. We may not see Willian playing for Chelsea next season. He is almost gone. And he is gone in the sense that, we have about 25, 26 or so non-homegrown players. And if we are to bring in another, non-homegrown player from elsewhere, it means the ones that we already have, some of them are supposed to leave. Okay, out of these 25, 26, 17 are currently in the first team squad. And that is why Willian and then the likes of Pedro and even Giroud, even though he has extended his contract, Giroud might as well leave. Michy Batshuayi. So we are going to have a massive clear out in order to bring in players. It's not about financial terms. No, it's not about financial terms. But some of the players have to make way for others to come in. And age is not favoring Willian and Pedro, even though Willian is still full of energy. But it seems he can't come into agreement with the board. So when it happens like this, the player is always sacrificed. So guys, these are the stories I have for you today. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, if you are new over here, you can press the subscribe button, you can hit the notification button, and anytime that I drop a video, you'll receive the video first hand. If you have any suggestions, any opinions, they are all welcome down the comment section below. This is Official Gaddafi TV, and blue till I die.